Hey Trumpets, this is the first of our teaching videos where we're talking about learning new concepts in the book. And we're going to start on Opus 3. And I know that's a little bit of a reach for some of you. You know, that we were just kind of starting to master Opus 2 when we dismissed. But I think we kind of covered all the new concepts in 2. We may not have repped it enough to really start being comfortable with it. I don't think there was anything in Opus 2 that we hadn't covered. And that's what I want to do, is to try to get you through new stuff so that you can start passing it off and sending it to me. So we're going to start with Opus 3. Now, if you haven't played at all in the last 3 weeks, I guess, since I saw you last, I would encourage you to do what we do in class every day. You know, pick a day and on Mondays and review every line. So you're reviewing every line of the book. Mondays, 1 and 6. 1, 6, 11, 16, all the way up to Opus 3. Tuesdays, 2s and 7s. Wednesdays, 3s and 8s. Thursdays, 4 and 9, and Fridays, 5s and 10s. So that you're playing everything. You're reminding yourself, you know, how to read. There's nothing in there you've forgotten how to do. And it'll take some time. Maybe just do Opus 1 one day and Opus 2 the next week. Things like that, just so that you're sure you can do it all. But I'm going to start talking to you today about Opus 3. And so the first thing we see in Opus 3 is 3/4 time. That's a new time signature at the beginning of the line. I have my book here. I'm going to move it over here so I'm not constantly turning my head. All right. 3/4 time, you have a 3 on the top and a 4 on the bottom. 3/4. And that doesn't really change a ton. That's pretty easy switch. It just means instead of counting to 4 over and over, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, now we're going to count to 3, 1 and 2 and 3. All right. So let's clap and count line 3.1. So pretty easy. 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, rest. So really you just have to be careful and visually check out, is the half note at the beginning of the measure, in which case that's 1 and 2, then 3. Or is it a quarter note, then a half note? So it'd be 1, 2, and the half note takes you to the end of the measure. So now look at 3.2. 3.2, same rhythm as 3.1, except now we have notes to play. All right. Now, theoretically, these lines actually have key signatures. You wouldn't know that if I didn't tell you, because they look like all the other lines. But these are key signatures, and these are the key of C. No flats, no sharps. But remember that when you look at the beginning of the line and you don't see anything weird, you're in the key of C, no flats, no sharps. So here we go. Let's play 3/2. Ready? 1, ready, and go. And remember, I'm a percussionist, so I expect you to sound better than me in pretty short order. Okay? If you need to, go through it and say the letters. Why don't we do that on 3/3? Let's look at 3/3. You do some dynamics in 3/3, right? We start with P, which means piano, soft. And in the middle, we change to F, which means forte, loud. All right? But let's say the letters. Here we go. Let's finger the horn as we say the letters. Ready? 2 and ready and go. E, D, C, D, rest. D, C, E, G, G, rest, rest. A, G, F, G, E, E, rest. F, D, C, E, rest. So if you can do that, you're not going to be trouble playing this. All right, you let me be a little out of shape if you hadn't played in weeks, but I think you'll handle it pretty well. Here we go. Ready? 3/3. Down, up, ready, and go. So I didn't do just a ton on dynamics there, but you can practice on that. Remember your dynamic rules. You can't play softer than you can get the sound out of the horn, and you can't play louder than it sounds pretty. It sounds good, like somebody else would want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear, all right? Nobody wants to hear that, right? You got to play a real legit note. So if that's as loud as you can play, it's like myself, then that's as loud as you can play. And that's all we're going to cover. So the goal is each day we're going to cover something new. All right, so 2, 4, 3, 4 goes to a different new thing. So we're not going to cover that today. I would encourage you, if you can, record 3, 1, 2, and 3 for me. Put those on a video, separate videos, same video, I don't care. Submit that to me. Let's pass those off. You keep up with me, no time, we will pass off the entire book. So here's your challenge. Pass off the entire book. See who can do it first. See who can do it fastest. All right. KellyJ@hooksisd.net if you have any questions or just want to submit videos. Or don't forget Flipgrid. You're looking for the Kelly Beginners. That's your code on the Flipgrid. So everybody have a great weekend. Live long and prosper. And more videos for you next week.